Greetings to all of you, the Totally Inspired family. My name is Habu Wangwebe, and I am God's child. I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a mom, I'm a friend, but more than anything, and most importantly, I am a woman. Can I just highlight that I am more than excited to being today's guest on the channel? Please do remember to subscribe, like, and share. Today's topic will be on self worth. Self worth. What does that mean to you? What does self worthiness mean to you? This is something that is very important for us as women. We tend to find ourselves in a whole lot of situations where our self worth is compromised. A whole lot of them, which include romantic relationships, friendships, family ships, which are relationships within our families, and end up finding ourselves in situations where our self worth is compromised. I'm going to tell you one specific relationship, which was more actually of a friendship, where I thought and found my self worth being so compromised. And this was a friendship, a childhood friendship that for the longest time I thought it was my responsibility to actually keep it together and keep it going for the longest time, until I got to such a point where I've grown up. Now I'm able to differentiate between a whole lot of things. And to just talk about the signs that really, I would say now, just remembering back then, the signs now that I can highlight to you to say this showed me that my self worth was compromised would be, as I've mentioned previously, where I constantly felt the need to prove my position in my friend's life. Um, and this became in many occasions, whenever she needed me to come over, I would always have to go over, but she would never come to my place. I would always go over, sleep over, but she would never, and she has never ever came to my place to sleep over my place. And then there was also situations where, sometimes when we are with the other friends, the friends that I would usually feel like I needed to outshine, she would constantly make me feel, or rather, I would constantly feel like I didn't belong. And this is because Liene, being a friend to me, would not make the efforts to make me feel like the part, or a part of them, or make me feel included, you know um and it really hurts now that, like, when you think about it and you're like, oh my god, how was I able to actually keep this friendship for so long when someone really never took the efforts to actually make me feel like I was anyhow a part of her, or anyhow a part of them, but now that I'm grown and I'm older and I'm thinking about it, I realize all these things, that wow. And to think that there's still a whole lot of people, adults, for that matter, that are still trapped in those kind of friendships. I can't even begin to tell you. I mean, sometimes you, as you grow up, you realize that, this is the time where you actually have to start making some tough decisions. And I mean, just to speak about what I did with regards to, moving myself away from that, and just regaining my self-worth. I had to decide, I had to remember, one, who I was, and why I was. It's important for you to remember who you are and why you are, and you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, you know what, I'm actually, I am such a good friend. I am a good friend. And for anyone that cannot stand proudly to say, to call me their friend, it's unfortunate. But I think this is now the time where I must also get up and say, you are also not my friend. I had to decide. I had to take a stand for myself and say, my friendship and my effort ends here. I will not be able to continue showing you that I'm a friend if you don't see the necessities or the needs for you to show me that you value me as much as I've shown you throughout my life. Then I think this is where I'm gonna draw my line. I'm done. I'm not gonna continue compromising myself. So I had to stand up, decide that this is not what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to cut ties and let go of this friendship. If it meant anything to you, you will surely show it and come back to me and fight for our friendship. It is important to understand who you are first, as a person, as a human being, and then you understand who you are to other people and what they are to you. And once that line it has been made clear, then you understand that you will always be able to identify and maintain your self-worth and the next person's self-worth. What I can tell you, number one, we must always and not shy away from the fact that friendships can be very toxic, more especially where it is friendships that come a long way. Childhood friendships, for a whole lot of you that still have those. I really applaud you, and if it's a healthy one, well done. Well done. My point to that is this: friendships can be very toxic, and we grow up in families that are different in so many ways. Families that are different. Some of us grow up from families that are, just average in terms of affordability and just, our parents being able to get, or do stuff for us. Or even our parents allowing us to do certain things. And some of our friends come from families where, everything comes, on a silver platter. They're very comfortable, they're very soft, you know what I mean? And they're able to just get it all. And some come from super super disadvantaged, and for a whole lot of us, we as kids, we grow up and we go on to use those situations to build our friendships on. Some we are friends because we're gaining something from each other. Others are friends because they're not, so it becomes a relationship where something is given, something is taken, and until one realizes that they're not getting what they were getting from you, then the friendship ends or it just disappears, or whatever the case might be. So let us, before anything, acknowledge that friendships can be super toxic. It is never too late to walk out or to rectify a toxic friendship. If it really means a lot to you, you can definitely rectify it. um and it goes from simple things like just sitting down with your friend and and laying all your cards down and just letting them know and understand that, what, I value you, I love you, and you do everything in kindness. You say everything in kindness. You tell them just how you feel about them, how you feel about your friendship with them. And you start highlighting the things that you feel have been unfair. And I would say that you firstly highlight the things that you feel you have been in the friendship, things that you feel that you've offered in the friendship, before you jump onto the things that you feel they're not doing, um and things that you feel they have not been in the friendship. And you go on and you say all these things in kindness and in love, as the friend that you are and the friend that you've always been, and you let them know and understand that, what, I cherish what we have, and I would really like for us to continue with our friendship. However, I'm not going to force you, in as much as I'm not going to allow myself to stay in an environment where I feel or I don't feel appreciated. Where I would feel that is a bit unfair, that you just pick up and leave without the next person understanding what they could have done wrong to you. So it is always nicer when you are able to sit down and talk to someone about that situation. As for me, what happened or how it happened we never even had the opportunity to sit down, because what I said to myself was this. I said, I actually want to pull away and see if this person would even notice that I've pulled away. And guess what? They probably never even noticed that I pulled away, because they were just too busy to even recognize my absence or to even realize my absence. And for me, that was actually the confirmation that no, you have this person has always been your friend, but unfortunately you've never been your friend. It's it's the most bizarre thing. It's not worth it. It's honestly not worth it. What I will say to you, it is never too late. It is never too late to remember who you are. It is never too late to discover. Sometimes it's not even a matter of remembering who you are, but rather a matter of discovering who you are. And it is okay. No matter how old you are. It doesn't mean that when you are 30 years old, you have to be knowing who you are. Sometimes we don't know still. And the one thing I can tell you about a human being, we evolve so much, especially women. We evolve so much. So whenever that the wake up call comes in to you, that hey, wake up, wake up. This is not working for you. Your self-worth has been compromised. That moment, that is the time and the moment where you actually get up and you remember who you are, or you discover who you are, and you keep it moving. It is okay, more than okay, to not even have friends, because friendships, like I said, they are very toxic. It's okay to completely move away, have affiliates, have people that you tend to encounter or tend to come together with. But more than anything and more than that, you don't even have to be entertaining any friendships if you feel there's no need. Because let's be honest, sometimes there really isn't no need to be keeping friends or friendships that we don't need, or friendships that don't even do anything for us. Friendships have to build us. Friendships have to hold us together. Friendships have to be a home. They have to be peaceful. They have to be funny. They have to be lovely. Friendships is where we have to share our lives with the people that care about us and people that we care about. That is what friendship is about. We have to acknowledge each other. We have to be able to listen to each other. We have to see each other. That is what friendship is. So, in closure, I would say, if it means you ending a friendship that has been there for more than 20 years, there's nothing wrong with you ending that friendship. As a matter of fact, please, by all means, end that friendship. It has got nothing for you. It has got nothing for you. Friendships, friends, we can be very toxic towards one another. If someone is willing to listen, talk about it. If they're not willing to listen, move away. And this is with regards to each and every relationship you find yourself in. Even if it's a romantic relationship, if it's not working out, you move away. Family, if things are not working out, you distance yourself. You can't move away from your family, but you can definitely distance yourself. You do just that to protect yourself, to regain yourself, and to constantly be affirming your self-worthiness. And I just want to say thank you so much, Totally Inspired family. I hope you do find this extremely helpful. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share with whoever that you feel this would be helpful to them. Love and light. Thank you.